Class 4 Green Division. Tough class. Challenging. Good individuals. Thought there was one bona fide stud. But the decision to be made is he acceptable on his left hind leg? Didn't think he was, and used a really solid, complete, fresh, level design, wide belted barrel to win the class. Square, level, sound, dimensional, got muscle. Young man's done an outstanding job with skin and hair. That's a very, very nice pig to start the class. But the bona fide stud in this class is the one in second. I mean, you talk about opened up, good looking, square built, level design, stout structured. But that left hind leg bothers me. And bothers me bad. Thought about putting him third, but there's no way I could put that good of a hog in third. But if that young man's barrel tracked better off his left hind leg, he'd win this class in a landslide, because he is really, really good. Again, showmanship, skin and hair, presentation, drive that hog. That is a good looking animal. As we move into third, good kind of market hog. Big frame, long body, got some shape to his top. No real holes in him. But comparatively, and you study him coming at you and going away from you, he's just a little narrower down low. Not quite as square and dimensional in his build. And probably when you really study him and get up on top of him, muscle content's not quite as good. But I thought that was a fault-free, big frame, long-bodied, sound-moving, very nice hog to go in third. And if you thought that the blue roan barrel was unacceptable on his left rear leg and wanted to use this pig, I'd have no problems with that. In fourth, God, I love this one's design from the side. I mean, young man, you do such an outstanding job to get a white hog to be that clean. And the presentation of that pig and his design, up-headed, tall-shouldered, lays in there in his knee right, level in his design, tailhead is cranked up there. And even though he could be a little deeper bodied, his rib design in terms of how he sits on his skeleton is really good. The problem that I had with this hog is right there when you walk him away from me. Young man, he just don't have enough muscle to play any higher in this class. But I love his design. I love his freshness. I love everything about him. He just needs more muscle. And the young lady's belted barrel, again, a nice kind of a hog. And if you had him up a place or two and thought he followed the third place one or could beat the third place one, I could see that. Not a problem. Big frame, long body, fairly lean and muscular. A little harder to read in the video with being a black hog with a bunch of shadows, so it's hard to study all of it. But again, one that probably closes up just a little bit, could soften him up in his middle just a little bit, and maybe even make him go just a little bit better off his hind two. But again, a challenging group of hogs there in that middle three. And then the predominantly white, black-headed pig. And again, you can tell that the young lady really likes this pig, and is a nice pig. The video was hard to really get a read and truly study, but the barrow is long-bodied, level design, up in his tailhead. The video was just not long enough to really read all the different views, and it was hard to tell from him going away. But a very nice pig to land in that area. And last but not least, this pig's going to eat really good. Big top, thick-ended, got some some market readiness, some depth of body. Young man's done a nice job with him. The problem is when you study this pig relative in terms of his overall design, he just, in terms of neck coming out of the top of his shoulder, squareness in terms of his build, levelness in terms of his tail set, and compositionally, he kind of rounds out the class. But again, an outstanding individual. Challenging class of the day to judge. Good pigs, but a lot of gives and takes. This would have been an easier class. I would have felt more comfortable judging this class if I'd have got to see them live. But congratulations to all you. Nice job. Class 4, Green Division. First place, 640. Second place, 838. Third place, 906. Fourth place, 908. Fifth place, 905. Sixth place, 589. And seventh place, 847.